Over the past few weeks, I've been working on a TV show called Roblox Movie, where two characters walk around killing random people. I'm planning on making 12 episodes of this, but the problem is, I only have 2. Day 1 is usually the day where I start working on the story. You see, I don't come up with stories like most people do. Instead of actually writing a script like a normal person, I just kind of move the characters around, place some text, and then take a screenshot instead of actually writing the script. The reason I do this is because I can make the set while working on the story, and I don't have to go into Google Word. Oh my gosh, please no. I spent the entirety of day 1 working on the story. Also, did I mention I only have 1 week to do this? On day 2, I finished working on the scenery and started working a little more on the story. So far, our main characters, Bacon and Noob, are walking through a farmer's market when Bacon spots somebody who looks exactly like Noob. They swiftly eliminate him and then deduce that he was from the Uzbekistanian gang. They decide to put an end to the reign of terror of the Uzbekistanian cartel gang and go to Uzbekistan to stop them, e.g. the cyberpunk city that I built on day 1. But is it just me, or is this cyberpunk city looking kinda empty? Oh my gosh. Basically, all of the characters that I've found have gotten as a free model from the marketplace. But Twissy Wizard 15, those characters suck. Correct. When they enter the city, they immediately look for the DMV so they can find out where the cartel is living. Of course, the DMV dude is not having it, he's like, how the frick? So they decide to split up and look by themselves. My idea for splitting them up was so I could have dual timelines, which I could weave in and out of the story to add contrast to the different scenarios. Basically, Noob goes on a Rambo-esque mission, destroying every single person in his path, trying to destroy the cartel, and Bacon is just out buying flowers or something. This comedy technique is called, good story writing. Eventually, Noob finds the boss of the cartel and decides to challenge him to a 1v1. Of course he accepts because, they get put into a giant boxing ring. Bacon comes along, sees them, is like, what? Now the two storylines converge. Noob fights the twist villain, which turns out to be Baller, who's actually in the background over here. And cue the completely anticlimactic fight scene. Wow, that's crazy. On day 3, I started working on the farmer's market scene. I tried to make it look super official so people would think they're actually watching a high quality animation because I'm gonna keep this quality up. If you've watched any of my animations prior, you know I am notoriously bad at walk cycles. So this was a big improvement for me. As in big improvement, I mean mid as frick. In my last video, somebody left a comment telling me that you could actually make it so outlines don't show through walls by turning the outline to occluded. For this whole series, I've been trying to go for a cartoony fight the machine type of style. And this just adds an extra layer of pizzazz to it. Wait, is pizzazz a word? What the frick? Halfway through, I kinda got bored and decided to start working on an original soundtrack. Why? I don't know. I don't really actually know how to make music. It's just kinda not a thing that I've really gotten into before, but let me know how it sounds in the comments. Man, I can't believe I got so much done on day 3. You literally spent like 2 days on the story. You want to know a little secret? 99% of my animation isn't actually animation. Basically, if there's no movement in a scene, just take a screenshot. This includes talking. Of course, the biggest advantage to doing this is so you can take a screenshot of the character with his mouth open, his mouth closed, and then you can sync it up to the voice lines later. Animation. That's day 5. Basically, nothing happened today. I genuinely don't know what to talk about, so here's a cool song I made today. On day 6, I finally finished the animation. On day 7, I began editing. The editing process basically boiled down to 2 main parts, audio and visual. Visual is easy, I already animated all of that. But audio is the tricky part. Normally, people would just put text at the bottom of the screen to signal what the character is saying. But the thing is, communist rule doesn't apply to me, so I'ma do whatever the frick I want. So I used a text-to-speech software to get a custom voice. Does it sound horrible? Yes. There's no way, So I didn't manage to finish editing in time. I haven't thought this far ahead. What do I do? Guys, I failed the challenge. Here's me eating the most spicy pepper of all time. This is real life footage, by the way. Hey, twinkle on that beat, bro, deep, bro. And you're up to Neko, he a free throw. Man down, call him member lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a goofy too stocky, falling off like meep, though. What up with these big guys and Nuki, let's try to see Compton. The industry can't help me cancel them and name on my how many apps you really got. I mean, there's too many options. I've been a pass on this body, I tell him John Locken. Steal your code and have the DMs of Zuck watching.